Hello, Maya.
Hello, Jean. How may I help you?
Please delete genetic test number GEN00375211A.
Request approved. Genetic test number GEN 00375211A is now deleted.
Reporting live from Buckingham Palace. It's Queen Elizabeth's 98th birthday today. We wish her...
Bloody old cow's still around. I'd be surprised if she's been re-engineered to last another 100 years.
Your Majesty, what do you think are the factors which have contributed to your good health?
I believe it's about eating a good, healthy diet and leading an active life.
She's going to say she had sex 3 times a day.
Hush, bye. Oh, don't you cry. Oh, go to sleep, my little baby. Oh, hush, bye. Don't you cry. Go to sleep, my little baby.
Heather, my love, where have you been? Missed you so much.
When you wake, you shall have all the pretty little horses.
You've got the baby with you. And you can breastfeed him, look. I told you it was going to be alright, didn't I?
Dapple and grey.
Can I hold him, Hetty? Please?
And 6 little
Just for a little while.
horses.
No,
Legs
I don't want
and
to interrupt his
legs.
feeding.
Dapple and grey.
What about his fingers, Hetty? Has he got all of them?
And 6 little
That's
horses.
silly of me. Has he got any teeth yet, Hetty?
Don't you cry.
He's only a week old. He'd have them all if he'd been re-engineered, I suppose.
Hush, bye. Don't you
You're not
cry.
leaving me.
Go to sleep, my
Stay a little longer
baby.
today, Hetty, please.
Oh, hush, hush.
Hetty, please don't leave me here alone.
Don't cry.
I can't bear it any longer.
Since SpaceX's first landing on Mars, space exploration has taken a giant leap. The economic war is toughening up. Each superbloc is putting sanctions on imports from the other 2 superblocs. The United States of Europe is putting sanctions on the import of wine from the United States of America. The China Far Eastern Bloc have sanctions on the imports of electric vehicles.
Radio.
Mr. Pearsall? Mr. Pearsall? Sorry for intruding like this. I thought perhaps something had happened to you.
An unannounced death by computer, you mean? Isn't that you, Miss Lawson? The prophet of death?
I'm afraid so.
And no one who should be afraid. Who's dead now? Is it me?
I'm sorry for Mrs. Pearsall. It's most unfortunate. The hospital informed us, so here I am.
Your computer missed its target by 3 weeks. Your computer tried to kill her without success, but your hospital certainly managed it.
There will be compensation by the department, of course.
Of course. And who's going to give me back my wife and child? How will your department compensate me for their loss?
All funeral expenses will be covered, of course.
Oh, that's great. All my problems are solved. I want my wife back. I want my son back. That's what I want. Will you promise me I'll have them back?
You must understand, Mr. Pearsall, this was an unprecedented incident for us. The department was shocked to find out our system isn't bug-free.
What's a consolation?
2 of the programmers have been fired.
Shut up! Genetic tests. This is unethical. It's pure madness.
Well, they are useful. People are not always honest, and some, knowing they're prone to genetic illness, have bought up insurance and cashed it, breaking the backs of many insurance companies. And you can't blame them for not wanting to
What's
insure
insurance
high-risk clients.
for? Only to make money.
Well, put yourself in their shoes.
Well, he's putting himself in my shoes! I've lost my wife. I've lost my son. I've lost my farm. I can't find a job. What have I got left?
How do you do, Mr. Pearsall? Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you for seeing me.
Quite an impressive CV. I see here that you were a laboratory technician with ICI,
Yes, that's right. I was there for 5 years. Very happy there.
but that was 3 years ago. In the meantime,
Running a farm.
really, that is interesting. Tell me about it.
Well, there's not much to say, really. It's 10 acres of land, growing mostly vegetables.
What made you decide to grow vegetables instead of making paint? You were in the business of paint with ICI?
Well, you see, I found that green vegetables were more interesting than green paint.
Rightly so. There have been quite a few changes in technology in the last 3 years.
Well, as I'm sure with a little training, I should come up to scratch rather quickly.
Of course, but training is getting expensive.
Training is an investment.
Yes, an expensive investment. Are you married, Mr. Pearsall? Yes, I see here that you are.
Yes, happily married with an adorable wife.
Any children?
One on the way.
Congratulations.
You married yourself, miss?
Single parent, 1 child.
Oh. Not a concocted one, I hope.
I beg your pardon? If you're asking me if I chose to have my child laboratory assisted, the answer is yes. Who wants commitment with a man when you can have a child exactly the way you want them without any physical involvement? I shudder at the idea of anything to do with a man.
Well, so you're one of those, are you? Yeah.
What of what, Mr. Pearsall?
You know, you're a
I resent that remark, Mr. Pearsall, and for your information, I am not one of those. I just want nothing to do with men.
Well, I suppose man could be made extinct nowadays, couldn't he? In a lab, yeah? Yeah. Well, with all the contraptions and that. Who would want to have sex with a man when a plastic thing can do the job? Boy or girl?
Girl, what are you getting at?
We're hoping for a boy.
Hoping, you say?
I suppose she's already going to school, is she?
Yes, she's
Yeah.
in her pre-grades.
School's becoming rather expensive, they tell me.
Very much so.
Unless they study at home, on the internet.
It's not the same. Interaction with other students is essential.
Oh, yeah, they learn how to mug elderly persons, kick animals to death, and vandalise anything that comes their way from the tender age of 8.
You're generalizing a bit, Mr. Pearsall.
Am I? I'll tell you, on my way here, not 2 blocks away, I saw a gang of girls, right? Can't have been any older than 12, beating in the head of a shopkeeper with a golf club for 2 packets of fags.
We do get the occasional
It's the
incident.
story of the day every day. Sometimes wonder if it's worth raising children any longer.
Do you hate children, Mr. Pearsall?
Only the spoiled brats who go rampaging the streets, nicking cars and mowing down any poor sod unlucky enough to get in the way. Do you like children, miss?
I don't have much time for them. That's why we have au pair girls, after all.
Well, as long as they don't sexually abuse the kids or cook them in the oven, I suppose.
Do you know how you're going to raise your child, Mr. Pearsall?
Yes. Yes, he'll be free to play in the fields all day long, and then when he gets tired, he can go to bed with a clean conscience.
And when he gets older, he can grow vegetables.
And grows vegetables.
There's something missing on your CV, Mr. Pearsall.
Is there?
Your genetic test number. Give it to me, please. Thank you very much. We have other applicants to see, but we'll be in contact with you shortly.
Could you take a seat, Mr. Pearsall? This is the first application you've sent us, right?
Yes, that's right, yes. I understand this is one of the best organisations in the area.
I would say the best.
Yes, no doubt.
I see that you're a farmer looking for a job as a lab technician.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I was a lab technician with ICI for a number of years. It was a most rewarding experience.
Yes, but now you're a farmer.
Yes, I am.
What makes you coming back to this?
Well, it's getting rather difficult for me to live on what I produce.
May I ask you why?
Yes, you may.
Why?
Horticulture. Glass houses can produce more and more cheaply.
And why don't you go into horticulture yourself?
Oh, well, I don't like what's produced. It's genetically interfered with. Yes, it looks great, but tastes awful. And besides, you need a lot of capital investment, which I don't have.
Well, just go to the banks.
Well, no, it's not my cup of tea.
You don't seem to have a lot of confidence in yourself.
Well, no, on the contrary, just don't want to be owned by the banks.
Everyone else, though.
Not me.
Any hobbies, Mr. Pearsall?
Yes. Getting interested in fixing broken down old radios.
When have you been fixing a lot of radios lately?
Not really, no. So still on my first one.
Yeah. How long have you been working on it?
A couple of weeks now, on and off. Yeah.
Must be extensively damaged. Perhaps it's time to invest in a new one.
Where's the fun in getting a new one? That would be the easy way out.
It could be mostly practical,
I'm also getting interested in conducting.
Oh, what? Trains? Buses?
Music, of course.
Oh, really? And have we been conducting a lot of things lately?
Yes, every day.
Oh, would that be the London Symphonic Orchestra?
Yes, that's one of them. And the Prague Philharmonic Orchestra, and then the Stockholm Symphonic, and the Copenhagen Chamber Choir.
You must be very talented, Mr. Pearson.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Very faintly. I seem to be missing your genetic test number. Could I please have your genetic test number?
Yeah, sorry, keep forgetting that.
Thank you for coming, Mr. Pearsall.
Thank you. I'm really looking forward to working with you.
I'm sure you are.
Desperately in need of the money.
Don't we all? But you don't sound much of an entrepreneur, Mr. Pearsall.
Well, I mean, you see, the thing is, I've got hospital bills to pay. Excuse me.
Once upon a time, there was a non-conforming sparrow who decided not to fly south for winter. Soon the weather turned so cold that he was forced to fly south. In a short time, ice began to form on his wings, and he fell to earth in a barnyard. Exhausted, almost frozen, he prepared himself for the end. Just then, a cow passed by and crapped on the little sparrow. Rather than the quick dispatch which he expected, the sparrow found that the manure warmed him and defrosted his wings. Warm and happy, able to breathe, he started to sing. At that moment, a large cat came by, and hearing the chirping, began to investigate. The cat cleared away the manure, found the bird, and promptly ate him.
Hey, how are you, sweetie pie?
Not too bad, thank you.
You're certainly looking better. Oh, and you're reading. That's good. What is it? The Sex Life of a Sparrow and Other Stories by Anthony Portelli. Good Lord, that must be great stuff. Glad we didn't take that stupid man's advice and clone the idiot.
I feel like the sparrow with frozen wings, waiting to be crapped upon.
What are you talking about?
Just a thought, Stan.
Cheer up. We'll soon have you out of here. You in any pain?
No.
It's already an improvement.
The painkillers seem to be working. I feel so strange. I looked in the mirror this morning. It's awful.
Oh, Hetty, hey, look, you'll get used to it.
Being without them, you mean?
Yeah, of course you will. Yeah.
How about you, Stan?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to miss them, Hetty.
Synthetic ones will not be the same. You're going to hate me, Stan. You'll see.
Silly. Don't be silly. Now look, I've decided that
You want a divorce, Stan?
No, don't talk nonsense. Hetty, we'll get through this together, all right? We've always sorted our problems together. It's just a setback. It's just for a short time.
You've decided?
Well, there's no money in the kitty, so decided I'm going to go back to my old job.
It's that bad.
Yeah, but, it's only temporary.
Well, what about the insurance?
The small print excludes us.
We're not covered.
No, not now that we're in the category of socially irresponsible.
Are we leaving the farm?
No. We need the farm more than ever, what with the baby. I'm not having some son of mine growing up in a crowded, stinking, polluted town. I've had to sell part of the land.
Oh, no, Stan.
We needed to cover the hospital bills, Hetty, and what's left wouldn't support us.
I'm so sorry. It's all my fault.
It's not your fault. It's the damn system that's at fault.
They did warn us, Stan. You'll get no support, they said.
Baby's more important, yeah? Fuck the system.
You think so? I'm not so confident.
I am. Hey, I've already made some appointments. By tomorrow, I could be back in my old job.
You hated your job, Stan.
Well, yeah, but it's just for a while. We'll make some money and we'll buy back the land and it'll be like old times. Hey? What's the matter?
My poor baby.
You'll survive. You'll survive. You'll grow strong like us.
I won't be able to breastfeed my own baby.
Good morning. How is Mrs. Pearsall?
I'm feeling better, thank you.
How's she doing, Doctor?
Her temperature is a bit high, but that's very normal after an operation like this.
And when can I take her home?
Hold your horses now.
What, in 4 or 5 days?
It's still too early to tell.
But normally?
Normally, if there are no complications, I would say 5 days.
But she's doing well, Doctor.
As well as can be expected. We'll see.
Is the temperature worrying you?
A high temperature is not a good sign, and you are also pregnant.
Yes, I am.
Well,
Doctor, a word. Was it bad, Doctor?
was what bad?
The cancer, of course.
Oh, no, not at all.
What do you mean, not at all?
No traces of cancer.
What?
You did the right thing, Mr. Pearsall.
Hang on a minute. Are you trying to tell me that my wife had no breast cancer?
Of course not. They must have made it clear to you that the genetic test showed that she would develop cancer sooner or later. And as we say, prevention is better than cure.
Oh. Where is it? Where? It must be here. It was here. I've seen it. Oh, damn you, Stan. go through all this rubbish? Fuck you, Stan! I will kill you for this!
Hetty, what's the matter?
Nothing. Nothing's the matter.
Let me take that.
No.
Hetty, please.
No.
Hey, come on. You're not going after foxes at this time of night, are you?
What if I am?
Well, come on. I'm normally the silly one around here. Hetty, please. I mean...
No. Not before you give me
Give you what?
the money.
Oh, I see. Well, this is a hold-up.
If you want.
Well, why don't you kidnap me and ask my wife, Hetty, for the ransom money instead?
Fuck with me, Stan!
Well,
I'm not in the mood for your nonsense.
Well, do you detect a hint of anger in the air? What do you want the money for?
I need it.
What for, Hetty?
Damn
What's the
you,
urgency?
Stan! Give it to
Jesus
me!
Christ, it's too early for shopping. What do you want it for?
I am dying, Stan. Please, if you love me, please hand me the money. I'm going straight to hospital. Please, please.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll get it for you.
Security is very tight. Buckingham Palace in a statement said that it is too early to comment. King William is presently at Balmoral Castle.
Shit. Concepts.
The Conservative Party has always...
Well, this depends on the line of action Westminster will choose to take.
Let's just get a new one. Yes, this is too much like
I understand, but I don't believe that Britain would disintegrate. The Scottish Parliament has voted unanimously in favour of...
Bollocks!
What do you think is...
I agree, it is very serious. However, the king...
Come in! It's open!
News commentary online are full of... The Daily Telegraph, in its editorial, reports on the legality of... the Constitution.
Right, this way. I'm terribly sorry, we don't have any eggs. You might have noticed that there are no chickens on the farm. We're strict vegans.
Serious.
Oh, well, it could be worse. Imagine if we didn't eat vegetables.
Oh, no, I meant the news.
Oh, well, I stopped paying attention to news and politics a long time ago. Well, if you're not after my eggs, might I inquire as to the nature of your business?
Yes, I'm Jane. Jane Lawson. I'm a welfare officer.
Welfare. All right, that sounds good, yeah. I suppose you're providing something.
Well, I suppose you received our card.
Card? What card?
It was posted 3 days ago. You should have received it by now.
We don't receive mail in this part of the world. We collect it from the village post office.
Yes, you are cut off here. I had trouble finding you. Tried to reach you on the telephone, but you're not even registered.
Telephones are an intrusion.
You're not on the internet either?
That'll be the day.
Still, the card should have reached you in 3 days.
No, it shouldn't.
The post office guarantees delivery in 24 hours anywhere in Britain.
Not to us.
It should.
Look, as I say, we collect our mail once a month from the village post office. We aren't keen. Who enjoys receiving bills?
Right, well, that explains the delay. Well then, let me first of all offer my condolences.
Is that necessary for not collecting my mail?
No, for the bad news.
Well, yeah, who cares if the Scots declare independence or not, eh? No skin off my nose.
I mean your bad news?
For not having eggs?
For the loss of your wife?
the loss of my wife.
I understand this must have been a great shock to you, but as they say, life goes on.
When did she die?
I understand you must be confused. Losing one's wife is quite tragic.
So when did she die?
Oh, a week ago today?
Did she? How?
I'm certain you know. They must have told you.
No, nobody tells me anything. By the way, who are they?
Oh, the hospital, the counselors.
No one did. Might I inquire where she died?
Well, that's why I'm here, to find out. I need the full information for statistics purposes.
Yeah, to find out from me. Is this a sick joke?
Do you mean that you were not living together when she passed away?
Oh yeah, we were all right, yeah. Maybe it's a bad dream.
Stan? Stan? Oh, Stan. Oh, you won't believe what I'm going to tell you.
I don't believe anything you tell me today, even if you tell me that the dogs are singing and the birds are barking.
Listen, I went to the bank, to the money dispenser. I placed my card inside, my left palm on the glass as usual, and you know what I got?
Buzz off. Have a nice day.
Not too far. Kindly speak to our clerk. He will be pleased to assist
The clerk
you.
actually speaks to you.
So I went inside and told the clerk, the machine tells me you want to speak to me. He turned around, he punches the account number in and said,
He actually said something.
he had the cheek to tell me your account is frozen. I told him, you must be out of your little mind, and walked out. I went straight to the supermarket, packed my trolley, but when I came to pay, the blooming machine refused to take my card. So I gave up, Stan. I just left my trolley in the middle of the supermarket and stormed out.
Hey, that's my girl, all right?
But Stan, then I went to Dr. McNeil. And on my way out, the receptionist could not access our joint account. So I promised to pay her next time. What is going on, Stan? It's been so embarrassing. We seem to have company.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. This is Miss Lawson. Miss Lawson, this is my wife.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations for what?
Getting married.
We've been married for the last 3 years.
I should have told you. Miss Lawson here is from the welfare department.
Is she?
Yes, she is, yeah.
I am what?
According to Miss Lawson here, you're dead. You died a week ago.
Charming.
Yeah.
There must be some mistake.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Are you Heather Pearsall, wife of Stanley Pearsall?
Yes.
It can't be. The computer doesn't make mistakes. It's foolproof.
So what am I supposed to do now?
You should probably kill yourself. We can't allow the computer to make an error. Miss Lawson, how do you propose we dispose of my wife? Maybe we could poison her by force feeding her some raw chicken.
This is unbelievable. The system has never failed before.
It's always the first time, right? It's probably a bug.
Mrs. Pearsall, is your genetic test number GEN 003752111A?
I believe so.
No errors, I'm afraid.
You're not a ghost by any chance, are you, Hattie?
You know, this is all nonsense. Stan, have you fixed the radio?
No, not yet. There's something loose somewhere. I can't.
Oh, you promised, Stan. Please fix it or I will go out of my mind.
Mine's well enough for that one since we moved.
Stan, please. Let's not start again. I can't take it any longer.
After 3 years of hard work and bliss, my wife is getting bored. She wants to go back to our old friends, exhaust and viruses.
Stan, you are soon going to have to make a choice. Unless you fix that radio.
Well, we have a situation here.
That's all right. Hetty thinks that the radio will fix her little problem of being potty.
I actually meant with my computer records and Mrs. Pearsall.
Please call me Hetty.
What do you suggest?
I'm lost. This has never happened before.
How about changing your records?
I can't do that. The whole system would collapse. I mean, the system is faulty.
The system is faulty.
I am still kicking, for God's sake.
Confirm that.
The system has been checked and found 100% reliable.
Maybe your hardware's up the creek.
There's nothing wrong with my hardware.
Hetty, would you put your finger in that socket over there, please? We mustn't argue with the computer.
Was it suicide?
We do not predict suicide.
Because that I could believe.
We haven't reached there yet.
I mean, I feel crazy enough to commit one. Hey, Stan, don't you think I'm bonkers?
No, dear, you're just as mad as a hatter.
There you are, Jane. Cause of death.
No, that's not it.
Well then.
It's,
Do we have to ask 20 questions to find out?
Okay, let me try one last thing again. Hello, Maya.
Hello, Jane. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, please rerun genetic test result for GEN 00375211A.
Request has been accepted. Genetic test result for GEN 00375211A is now completed.
Well, what does it say?
It's cancer. Your genetic test shows a defect indicating...
Breast cancer?
No, yes, breast cancer, yes.
It wasn't there last night, I can tell you.
Oh, shut up, Stan.
I'm sorry to break the news like this. I don't,
It's not in your job description, eh? You normally collect the data after the funeral for
No.
statistical purposes.
It's not a very exciting job, but somebody has to do it. May I ask,
No, it's not in the family.
well, actually, I was going to ask, why did you go visit the doctor?
What?
Well, you said earlier that you went to go see
We
the doctor.
don't have to inform you.
No, I was just wondering if you were seeing signs and symptoms.
No, none whatsoever. We are trying for a baby.
A baby? Well, I assume you've checked with the Department of PP.
The Department of PP?
Population planning. People are out of touch completely.
Checked for what, anyway? We're perfectly all right in that department, thank you very much.
We just haven't been lucky yet, that's all.
Well, so you haven't checked.
No, so what?
Well, starting with Hetty, there's already a problem.
Yes, should be dead, but isn't.
Will you stop talking about me as if I am a tombstone?
Well, you have a 50-50 chance permission will not be granted.
Are you saying that I cannot have a baby?
I'm saying there's a 50-50 chance permission will be turned down.
You don't need permission.
Oh, yes, you do. You need a certificate of perfection before you can have any children.
Perfection? Who is perfect?
Mission my foot.
Are you serious?
Very. Mr. Pearsall, is your genetic test number GEN 037057228P?
How should I know?
Well, you must know. It's a contravention not to know.
5728P, yes, Stan, it is.
Oh, it is out of the question.
What now?
You definitely cannot have children.
Because your reliable computer says so.
Mr. Pearsall, I'm sorry to tell you like this, but your 50-50 chance is now nil. Hetty's problem, together with your problem, bans you absolutely from having any children.
Artificial plants, would you expect?
Never mind, Stan. We are not here to discuss plants. You have this nauseating habit of picking on insignificant subjects when things are crumbling behind your ears.
Should have just done it, Hetty. It's a waste of time coming here to the Department of PP.
You know what Jane said.
Yes, well, as far as Jane's concerned, you're already dead. You're 3 weeks overdue now.
Do keep reminding me, Stan.
Sorry, I didn't mean it.
Oh,
Just a joke.
I don't know, Stan. Every time I think about it, I just get so agitated.
Forget about it. You're still here, aren't you?
But for how long, damn it? She said they can predict the date of death within 24 hours from the appointed time.
Hetty, they're wrong. You've proved them wrong.
It doesn't matter what
you say, Stan. Look at my hands. They start shaking and I can't control them.
Calm down. Try and
I
control
can't. It's
yourself.
all right for you, Stan. You're not the one who's dying.
Betty, look, we know they must have made a mistake, right?
I'm sorry, Stan. I just can't help it.
So, well, let's just try and forget about it and move on, okay?
I will try.
Good morning, good morning, good morning! I am so sorry to keep you waiting. Please enter my office. And how can I help you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have decided to have a baby.
Oh, and you're here to look at the options, right?
Yes.
How reliable is your information?
Oh, 100%, sir.
We've heard that before.
No, we guarantee it.
And if we're not entirely satisfied, I suppose we can return the baby. can
Oh,
we?
that will not be necessary, sir. All of our previous clients were extremely pleased. The most important thing is that you fill out this questionnaire properly.
Perfect. Why all the fuss?
No. Taxpayers, they cannot afford the expenses anymore. Resources have to be well planned. The world is already overpopulated. That is why we sterilize men after they're having their second baby.
What?
Where have you been living the last 3 years there?
Castration next year, I suppose.
Let's start. Your names, please.
Stanley
Stanley.
and Heather,
Heather.
Pearsall.
Pearsall, genetic and identification number.
For the time being, we're just interested in getting information on the services you provide.
Oh, okay. Is this your first baby?
Yes. Does it matter?
Oh, it certainly does, madam. Because you see, according to EU Directive 6632 on the population planning, 2 adults may have 1 child under normal circumstances. Permission of a second child will be granted under specific period of time.
It sounds like the hunting season.
Let's see. Would you like a boy or a girl? Ooh, I'm so excited for you. You have the option to choose.
The option?
Oh, yes. Last year only boys were allowed, as you well know.
No, why?
Well, for the right balance, of course, ma'am. She's sweet, isn't she?
Do we have any other options?
No, afraid not. No. Gays, transsexuals, bisexuals, they've all been discontinued.
Oh, that's a pity.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, well, they were considered undesirable by society.
Oh, really? What's
Well,
a bore?
I can't help you with that, actually.
A boy? You prefer a boy, Stan?
Yeah, more useful on the farm, I suppose, yeah.
And boy, it will be. And are you going to be the natural father and mother?
Are you suggesting that we can be unnatural?
No, I'm just suggesting that you have the option to have a surrogate mother carrying your baby. As an option, of course.
I will carry my baby myself, thank you very much.
Good. Color of eyes.
Are there any new colours?
Green is really in demand, you know.
Oh, I like green.
I prefer blue.
Mm.
Can we have him with one green and the other blue?
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Stan.
Yeah, that is possible, but not advisable.
We take your advice. Green they will be.
Don't touch my hand. Now, this might help you. We can now duplicate even the split image of yourself if you want to.
Cloning.
No, duplication.
What's the difference?
The word is different.
One Stan is enough.
You know, it doesn't have to be you per se, you know. We can duplicate anyone you like. Let's see. For instance, look, Russell Crowe. Elon Musk, very famous Nobel Prize winner.
For economic science.
And this, my favorite. Brad Pitt in his younger years.
Who is this one?
Anthony Portelli.
Who's
What?
Anthony Portelli?
What, you've never heard of Anthony Portelli?
No.
Nobel Prize winner in literature, twice Pulitzer Prize winner. No.
How about him, Stan?
Don't like the man. Look, he's got shifty little eyes and a crooked nose.
He must be a genius.
Oh, he is. Many parents duplicate him, you know. They want the best for their children. Therefore, we have a lot of competition. Mind you, healthy competition.
Yes, but there must be thousands of Anthony Portellis roaming the streets by now, all of them with shifty eyes and crooked noses.
We can always do some minor applications if you want to.
Oh, I see. So, are you suggesting that we could have the body of Russell Crowe with the head of Brad Pitt and the brains of Anthony Portelli, sort of like a cocktail?
Yeah, we can do that, but we have not reached that stage yet. But we're not far away from that, you know.
We will decide later, if you don't mind.
Good. Color?
Already decided on the colour, no?
No, color or skin.
Oh, black. Pitch black.
White!
But
You are being impossible,
I can
Stan.
decide for you.
Well, how about we have him in stripes? Black and white.
I'll have to get back to you on that. We've never had that request before.
We are not having a zebra, Stan.
What's wrong with checking it out, Hetty?
Please don't pay any attention to him. He's just pulling your... Never mind.
Smoking, non-smoking?
Sounds familiar.
What, we can decide already?
Oh, yes, madam. We've done really miracles with genetic engineering, you know. No, but even though the department wants that the parents would opt for non-smoking, the choice is still yours.
The department prefers non-smokers.
Oh, yes. They're prone to diseases, they're liability.
Let me guess, the taxpayer can't afford them. Smoking. Let him decide.
Well, good. There will be then an extra $500 for future medical expenses.
He's not even born yet, for Pete's sake.
But we have to take care of economy. We have to build hospitals.
Fine. Non-smoking. If he wants to smoke, let him foot the bill.
He will be non-smoking, I promise you.
He'll be programmed, I suppose.
No, conditioned.
Isn't that cruel?
No, that's for his own good.
For the common good.
Oh, well said there, Mr. P. Put it there. Put it there. Put it there.
Do you know what? Thank you very much. But we have made our decision.
What?
We are going to have our baby the old-fashioned way.
But Stan...
Exactly, but you will still need your certificate of perfection, you know?
Who's perfect?
Could I have your genetic test number, please?
Come on, Hetty, we'll leave him.
I mean, without that certificate, you'll be considered outcast.
We already are.
You'll be socially irresponsible.
So be it.
Oh.
No, I don't want to come.
Mrs. Pearsall?
My little sparrow.
Mrs. Pearsall? Heather?
No.
Heather?
Oh, it's you, nurse. Is it time for another one? Can't I have it later? It's quite painful.
No, it's I, Jane. Jane Lawson?
Who?
Jane. Jane, don't you recognize me? I'm sorry if I startled you.
Go away, you bitch! Who told you to come here?
How are you?
It's none of your business. Go away. I don't want to see you.
But I would like to see you.
You came to take me away. You just try.
Don't worry, you'll soon feel better.
I will live another 100 years. You'll see. I will outlive you.
I'm so sorry for what has happened.
Oh, are you? You bloody hypocrite. You want me dead and buried. Today, before tomorrow, if possible. But I am going to disappoint you.
Why are you so cruel to me? I admit that my computer made an error, but it was a genuine mistake, and we still believe in our system.
You are such a clever girl, Jane. You may have fooled everyone. Not me.
Well, you're very sick and you must rest.
My words are no music to your ears, Jane, huh? You rather not hear them.
Well, that's just the fever talking. Let me call the nurse.
Oh, let's settle it here and now. I know what you've done. You've engineered the whole thing.
You're delirious, Heather, and you're hurting me.
I know. But it's only a fraction of my pain.
Please let go of me.
Not on your Nelly. You cooked the whole thing. You planned and plotted an ingenious scheme. You screwed the computer, you bloody bitch!
You're very ill. Please let go of me.
You're trying to kill me.
Please, Heather.
You want to steal my baby.
Heather, no.
You're after my Stanley. But he loves me. He told me so. He is mine. Mine forever.
You're a very sick woman, Heather.
I'm going to kill you. You bitch. You fucking bitch.
Oh, you're gonna see it's pretty easy. Just take a seat here, pal. Oh, what a day. Oh, so tell me, why are you applying with us?
Well, I believe I can contribute a lot to your organisation. My previous experience with ICI should be proof enough.
You see, not necessarily. I mean, your previous experience might not be really compatible to the kind of business we've been doing. You know, there's been a lot of engineering since you left.
Seems like everything's being re-engineered nowadays.
What? Got anything against engineering?
No, it's a comfort to know that our lives are being re-engineered for us by everyone else from cradle to grave.
Do you know how we call that, pal? We call that progress. Progress. By the way, I don't seem to have your genetic test number. Do you have it with you?
Yeah.
Thanks. Stanley Pearsall, genetic test number 0370228P, huh? Thanks a lot for coming, Mr. Pearsall. We'll contact you.
Do you think maybe I could phone you up sometime next week?
No.
For an answer?
No. Don't contact us. We'll contact you.
Sorry, we have no vacancies at the moment.
Don't contact us. We'll contact you. There have been tremendous changes in technology.
You don't sound much like an entrepreneur.
You are not the right candidate for this job.
Excuse me, may I, Oh, isn't he sweet? He looks just like his father. May I hold him?
No, you may not.
Please, I'm not going to hurt him. I'm used to it.
What do you want?
Well, nothing, I just want to hold the baby, of course.
Why?
Well, I love him. What do you expect?
Please leave us alone.
But I only want what's mine.
What?
Well, the baby, of course. After all, I'm his father.
I have to leave.
Well, look at him. He's perfect. And they said we needed a certificate of perfection. What a joke. I need to hold my son.
You pervert! Get away from us! Don't touch him! I will kill you if you touch him!
You must understand, Mr. Pearsall. This was an unprecedented incident for us. The department was shocked to find out our system isn't bug-free.
Oh, what a consolation.
2 of the programmers have been fired.
Shut up! Genetic tests. This is unethical. It's pure madness.
They are useful. People are not always honest, and some, knowing they're prone to genetic illness, have bought up insurance and cashed it, breaking the backs of many insurance companies. You can't blame them for not wanting to insure
What's
high-risk
insurance
clients.
for? Only to make money.
Put yourself in their shoes.
Well, who's putting himself in my shoes? I've lost my wife. I've lost my son. I've lost my farm. Can't find a job. What have I got left? Tell you what's left, your stupid bloody card with a fucking genetic test number on it.
I'm sorry for you.
I'm sorry for no one.
You mustn't despair.
By the way, you never told me about my genetic problem?
Perhaps some other time.
Can you tell me now? You didn't hesitate to tell my wife about the breast cancer.
Not today.
You'd better. You want to get out of here.
You have a mental problem.
Really? That's no news after what I've been through. When am I supposed to die? Suppose I'm not dead already.
Yours is a depleting illness. I wouldn't worry if I were you. You still have some years to go.
Charming. I'll go potty in a few years' time. And all this is in my genetic test.
I'm afraid so.
No mistakes this time.
No mistakes.
You triple tested the system.
We did, Mr. Pearsall.
Has the process of going balmy started already?
Yes, it has.
So I'm partly round the bend, am I? Answer me!
Yes, you are.
Is the law still an ass?
I beg your pardon?
Has the law changed with regards to insanity?
How do you mean, Mr. Pearsall?
That mad people are not responsible for their actions?
I believe so.
So if I were to shoot someone, I'd get away scot-free.
I have to go now.
You
Mr. Pearsall.
stay right there! We've got some unfinished business, you and I.
Dear Mr. Robson, as your constituent, I feel it is my duty to express my feeling of indignation and show my strong condemnation to you as a member of Parliament representing my constituency.
The editor, the Sun. Dear sir, I would not have lost my wife and child 1 year ago were it not for the interference of the state in my private life. The editorial is supporting us to the hilt.
All comments online also seem to be in our favor. I think there's a change in public opinion.
We still have a long way to go. Stop compulsory genetic testing! Join the fight! Fight for your right to live a normal, healthy life! Fight for the right to natural childbirth, natural childcare. Have your babies the old-fashioned way. Hey, how many of those have you had? No more pickled onions for you today, Jane.
We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news. Both Westminster and the Scottish Parliaments have revoked the law on the right of the government and employers to impose on the public, and in the latter case, employees, compulsory genetic testing. Genetic engineering of unborn children has been made illegal. One recalls the protests organized by Stanley Pearsall following the death of his wife a year ago. More on this story later.
We've made it. We've won.